Black Coffee with a Side of Tea starts now only on Stunner Radio.
Welcome to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. We back, baby, and this how we feeling today.
That's my biggest achievement in life. I know who I am. I love who I am. I like what I do, and I like how I do it, and I like my mistakes, and I like the way I learn, and I like the pace with which I learn my mistakes. I don't want to be anybody else but me.
You can play spades, you can play backgammon, you can play Monopoly, but don't play with me. Don't do that. Love you, bye.
Baby girl, I just want to remind you, you cannot compete with me. Because I want you to win too.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea, the girlfriend's destination. Hope you guys had a great week and welcome back. Love that you're tuning in, and if you're not, make sure you share, subscribe, share, follow our YouTube. Make sure you follow our Instagram, and we on TikTok too, so make sure you follow that. And I'm going to bring in my girlfriends on the girlfriend destination, Lisa Danae and number one Stunner, and my girl Zozo.
Hey ladies.
Come on with the
hey everybody.
Yes, let's do the sister check
in
because we missed each other last week, but we back.
Yes, I did.
We back.
I missed y'all.
I know I missed y'all too.
Always a pleasure.
Yes,
I look forward to Saturdays.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
I really do. I wake up like, okay, it's Saturday.
Yes, let's go. So I'm gonna start with the sister check-in because the devil thought he had me, but I rebuked him, got money, and I'm still a baddie.
Hello,
and that's
rebuked him, got money, still a baddie.
Yes. So that's how my week was.
He will try you in the midst of you rising, baby. He will try you.
Him and his people will try you, but like I said, try Jesus. Don't try me.
Don't try me.
Because I throw hands.
Yes.
What can they say? I'm not Michelle Obama. You go low, I go low too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Low.
Right.
I had a good week. I had a better week than last week. Definitely will say that. I don't know what this thing called fall holiday is, but they let these children out of school for a whole week.
Oh my.
Yes,
wow.
My God. We about to be back on regular scheduled program around here.
Okay.
The child got to go back to school. So thank you to all the higher powers,
Yes.
I can't wait for him to go back to school. Not that I don't love my child, but yeah. Off my nerves. Yes. But yeah. I had a better week than last week. Definitely will say that. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm ready to drop this baby. Because I'm out of breath at this point.
I already know. How much time you got left?
Till December 19th.
December 19th.
Okay.
So not that much longer, but
it seems like a long time though.
Tell me
we
about
ain't got to November yet.
Tell me about it. We're in the middle of October today. Okay.
Yes. Well,
we ready for it.
I want to just say real quick before we move on to T Baby with the sister check-in. I have to acknowledge and send my condolences to the King family. People who know me know that my name was Lisa King for many years because of my first husband, and his father passed away this week. And I just want to send my condolences because for so many years, that was my father-in-law. And so although I'm not a member of that family, my son is. And I just want to send love to the King family in Columbus, Ohio, for the passing of Elder Keith King Sr. It's something about when you get a divorce from people, you don't necessarily divorce their family. Mm-hmm. And out of all the people in that family that wasn't good to me, he was. So may he rest in peace.
Oh, yeah, send condolences.
Yes,
A
absolutely.
loss is always very impactful to any family, regardless
Absolutely.
of your relationship with them. You never want to see anybody lose anybody. So
Right.
condolences to the King family.
Yes, prayers go out. Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely understand.
So T baby, let's lighten the mood. How was your week?
I had a really good week. Last week was crazy, but this week was really good. But I had a really good week. Week was productive. Um, so it was a really good week. I was like Zoe. I'll be excited for Saturday. I went to see Woman King today. So,
Oh,
ooh, amazing movie. I need to watch it
It
like
was
2 more
good,
times.
right?
Ooh, it was amazing. It gave you it was motivation. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? A woman, it gave you motivation to know the strength that we have as women and the power that we hold inside of us. So don't let anybody ever steal your power, because we hold a true key power inside of us, and we have to
Yes.
do it. You got to tap in. When you don't tap in, that's when you don't.
that's when you don't receive your power.
Right. I need
Yes.
y'all to tap in, baby. Tap in.
Tap, tap, tap in.
I
Tap
feel like I was
in.
on the screen. I feel like I was on the screen.
It
I
was
was
a
like,
very
"Ah,
powerful movie. It was
very powerful."
oh my God. And I went and saw it by myself because I was just determined to take it in. I didn't want to have to talk to nobody. I didn't want to have to share nothing. I went by
Right.
myself and I just had a great time. And you know Black Panther coming out. So
Hey,
I mean,
November
what's
11th.
the move, ladies? What's the move? What is the move? Because you know I'm going in full regalia. Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna be a
of course.
Wakandan.
No.
Makeup and all, huh?
Yes,
No.
honey.
You're
With
gonna
my
be like,
tribal
oh,
makeup too, baby.
Right. Don't be speaking a language. How about I know the whole script at the beginning of the movie
Stop
and
it.
everything. Like
Stop
the
it.
dialect
Black
was
Panther?
amazing. No, not for Black Panther, for Woman King.
Hey,
You know I was in that.
oh, Woman
I was in
King.
my element.
Yes, I
I was in
know.
my element. I was in my element. It was really good though. It was really good. I would recommend you going see it, even though it's a mixed cast. Just the storyline, and then Viola Davis and her husband, their production company produced this movie.
Oh, that's some good
Wow.
tea. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
I love her and her husband's story. Like I love it so much.
Yep.
So I didn't even know that, but that makes me want to go see the movie again and again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
She
what's up.
said
That's cool.
she fought for that movie. Her and her husband fought for that movie, and
That's
their
really
production
good.
company. They produced the movie.
So,
So
I do want to give a shout out to my
so
Libras
let's
out
get into
there.
this tea.
Okay.
come on.
No,
with the
go
tea.
ahead, give it a Libra shout out.
I do want to give a Libra shout out because my dad's a Libra.
Oh
And
yes.
my niece, they're Libras. So I had to
Yes,
do
it
a
is.
little,
It is Libra season, so I want to give a shout out to
of
my
course.
bestie,
Of course.
my bestie, and Jamie. I have a lot of besties, just so y'all know. I don't have one. I don't.
Well, I
I
know
have
Jamie.
multiple
I know
besties,
Jamie.
but my bestie birthday was last month, and we turned up for her birthday. So yeah, Libras are good people.
I like
We
Libras.
share
Yes.
we share a plant. We share a kindredness. The Venusian. You know, we like wonderful things. We
Yeah.
bougie.
Well, I have a Libra in my household, so it is Libra season. Shout out to the Libras. And my baby Ezekiel Patterson Elliott is going to be 13 on this coming Friday,
Oh, the 13th.
October 21st. And
The-
I'm so excited. I cannot believe that I had a baby 13 years ago. Oh my God. It's just so crazy.
That's so funny. My little cousin turns 13 tomorrow. She just had a birthday party today.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes,
wow.
my little cousin turned 13. I'm
Wow.
like, girl, you got booty back there. Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah. Oh, wow.
But yeah,
Yeah,
shout
so
out
let's
to
get into
Blueface.
this
I like
tea,
it.
y'all.
Okay,
Let's get into
okay.
this tea.
Y'all ready for this?
Yes,
I'm
let's get
ready.
into it. Let's get it. So let's start with
Who wants to go first?
I just want to talk about Stormy. I just want to talk about how Stormy felt like her plate was Funky Dineva on Fox
Girl.
7. Funky Dineva did it the best out of anybody. Like everybody else was posting the video of Stormy talking to one of her clients that has become her friend. My thing is, if I'm paying you multiple thousands of dollars to coach me, I feel like there's a level of respect that you should have for me as your client, right? And as your friend. So how you speak to me after I've given you my coin is very impactful to me.
That part.
So, right. So I don't have the video. Let me see.
But can I ask y'all a question? Did the client take it the wrong way?
The client did
think
not.
so.
Okay,
I don't
so
think
here's
so
what
either.
happened. So Stormy, I thought I had the video too, but Stormy told the girl that her plate was a low vibration plate because the plate had a lot of food on it. Now, just to be clear, I agree with Stormy. I agree with what she's saying because I do think that we have allowed society to make us overeat. When you look at some of the portions that we have, it is too much. You know, even when you go out to eat, some of those portions is way too much. And as Black people, if you go to a family gathering, they give you enough food for 3 people on one plate.
Well, this wasn't a family gathering.
It wasn't a family gathering.
But it was a gathering, though. It was an event.
It was Stormy's event.
Right.
But I agree with Stormy. But what I don't agree with is how she did it. I feel like it's a way to do things that's appropriate. I feel like what she said was correct, but don't check nobody in front of no hope. Now, I've been known to do it my damn self. So sometimes the spirit move you and you just be like, listen here.
I gotta tell you how I feel.
You got to get it out.
Right.
But I feel like the reason why I didn't like, because I have never really felt good vibes off Stormy anyway. I really didn't want to say it a lot of times because I know people say, oh, you just hating, and I'm not hating. I love what she's doing, but I've never got good vibes from her because I don't feel that she's authentic. I feel like she's another person that's capitalizing off of the pain and desperation of Black women by showing your lifestyle and trying to make people feel like, oh, I can have what you have when you was pushing a multi-level marketing company just like everybody else. And I don't like the mean girl spirit that she has. I don't like that.
Yes. Right. Absolutely. And that's what it felt like. It felt like a mean girl.
Off as a mean girl.
That's the second time I've seen her in that same demeanor. And it was with the client that spent millions of dollars. Like she was cussing her out in her home. Like, you can't come in my house and talk to me any kind of way. That's why I say it's a level of respect. If I'm your client and I'm paying you money to help me do things, there's a level of respect. There's a customer service that goes with it. And if I've become your friend, it should be a different level that you're treating me as. Correct? So when people become your friends, they ultimately become your family. So you should have a different relationship. There's to be a separation of how you treat a person. Still, if they're your client, it's just a level of respect for me. Just how she came across and licking her fingers. Like how are you better than?
I agree. I agree.
You licking your fingers. This was your event. People pay thousands of dollars, and how didn't you not know what the caterer was bringing? Come on now, really? You paid the caterer, and then you don't know what they bringing?
My issue with people like Stormy and with people who pay thousands of dollars to see these people is just because you see her posting and you see her alleged lifestyle, because don't nobody really know, because half these people living off credit, okay, and ain't got no cash. I ain't saying that's true for her, but I'm saying in a lot of these celebrity lifestyles is just credit and sponsorships, okay? So a lot of people will listen to what qualifies her to tell you anything. What
That's
qualifies
her name.
And that's why people open themselves up to these people that got these strange spirits about them. You open yourself up to being talked to like that because you think just because she had this lifestyle, she's qualified. But to me, you need to try the spirit. And I know everybody don't have the discernment that I have, but don't set yourself up for that. If somebody talk to you crazy, I don't give a damn if they're a billionaire. You're not going to talk to me crazy.
That's my
You're going to respect me.
Now let me intervene because my thing is I agree with you, Lisa. I feel like the receiver was not upset. So the relationship that they have, that's whatever, you know, that they have. But the way she did it in front of those people, she was out of line for that. Now, my question is, what's the difference between her and Iyanla Van? What's her name? Iyanla
Van Zandt.
Girl, I can't stand that woman. I can't stand that woman. She tell people they ugly and all type of stuff, and her words are so vulgar and so mean. You know.
Well,
I don't care for her spirit. Let
me just say this because the girl didn't appear to be upset.
She didn't.
Okay,
she didn't.
She
in my eyes, she didn't.
Be.
She didn't appear to
she
be.
Didn't
upset.
appear to be, but we don't know really how she felt. Because sometimes when you feel like that's your mentor or whatever, you may not say, or you may like think, yeah, you're right.
You like, okay.
But for the outside looking in, it was inappropriate to check her like that to me.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna speak on Iyanla Van Zandt because I love Iyanla Van Zandt. I just love saying her name, Iyanla Van Zandt. I love her, okay. And she don't have a bad spirit for me. I don't feel no bad vibes off her. But I will say she cut hard. But let's just be real about the fact that some Black people can't take it unless you give it to them rough like that. If you try to talk to them with sweetness and love, some of them it's going to go right over their head. They're not even going to hear you. But if you say to them, bring your ugly tail down over here and sit down so I can get
you're a prostitute and this and that. Like,
they should have come and listen.
Yeah, she be going in.
And I just feel like with Iyanla, she give it to them how they can receive it. I'm just saying.
Right.
Okay.
She's trying to help them she's trying to help them fix their life versus trying to, become a billionaire and things of that nature. She's not working on the money aspect. She's working on the spiritual,
the people
aspect. And then
I can see that. I can see that.
Part. She helping you work on to do your work, right?
She's still rough.
Like healing.
Yeah, she's very rough. I think she's very rough.
Yeah, she's still rough. Yeah, I have to give it to her. I'll be like, ooh.
Child, I wish you would.
Now, along the same lines of what Stormy did, I want to play this video because it's kind of like along the same lines.
Okay.
Let's see if we can play it.
Oh my goodness.
A friend of mine, Harley Pastan. Now let's talk about Gabby and my good friend Lizzo. Lizzo works with my trainer, a friend of mine, Harley Pasternak. When Lizzo loses 10 pounds and announces it, the bots, that's a term for people it's like telemarketer callers, like on Instagram, they attack her for losing weight because the media wants to put out a perception that being overweight is the new goal when it's actually unhealthy. Yes. Let's get aside the fact of whether it's fashion and Vogue, which is not. Let's just, or if someone thinks it's attractive, to each his own. It's actually clinically unhealthy, and for people to promote that, it's demonic.
What can I ask you? Yeah. I've noticed this also.
Yeah.
Why do you think they would want to promote unhealthiness among the population?
It's a genocide of the Black race.
First of all, nigga, what?
Exactly.
Nigga, what?
I think you cannot take what he says
Literally.
At this point.
Absolutely.
He got Jewish people out after him. Disowned by the Black community. Blocked on Twitter. So I don't think he's a very valid candidate to speak on anything.
Anything.
That's just my opinion. I never really cared for Kanye West, to be honest with y'all. I never really have. I did like the Gold Digger song. If you ain't messing with it, broke the love that song, but that's about it. Like, I don't have nothing for Kanye West because it's a mess and it's getting worse.
Absolutely. It's the antics for me.
Yes, it's the antics
for him.
Absolutely.
It's never civilized. It's never something promoting something for the community. It's always all the way to the left or all the way to the right and never in the middle. It's never a neutral ground for him. It's always some unnecessary antics that he goes through,
But don't put my girl name in your mouth though. Get off Lizzo.
His good friend. That's his good friend though.
That's not his good friend.
That's his good friend. Y'all need to stop that.
That's not his good friend. He said, let's talk about my good friend. And when people say good friend, that ain't really your friend. That's just a nice way.
Person you might know.
Exactly. We know each other because we both in entertainment, but that's not his friend.
That's not your good friend. You need to stop that.
Yeah, you keep Lizzo name out your mouth. Keep Lizzo name out your mouth because, first of all, the media is not trying to push overweight people. If that was the case, it would be more than one artist like Lizzo. There's only one artist like Lizzo. Why is that? Because the media don't want to push thick women. The media don't want to push big women.
Period.
They'll push a big man to the limit, but not a big woman. So
I don't see that. I
just need him to shut his mouth and worry about his own self.
Yeah.
Right. Why he's still trying to get back with Kim Kardashian.
I mean, and when he said if people think it's attractive, to each his own. It's better than somebody looking like a little boy or somebody looking like a child, a doggone preteen.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, Kanye West is out of there for me, y'all. He rubbed Jamie Lee Curtis wrong, okay? He rubbed Jewish people wrong. Like, when y'all see Jamie Lee Curtis going off on somebody?
Never.
I've never seen her. I don't ever see her in the media like that. And to see her speaking on that, I was like, wow.
See, I missed that. I missed that whole thing.
I'm gonna have to send it to you. But yeah, she was like, I can't believe it. Like, she was floored.
Right.
Yeah, he does a lot to try to stay relevant. And I think if anything, if anybody close to him love him for real, they should give him some help because clearly he lost his mind when his mother died.
Absolutely. Those Kardashians are all over the place as well. So how can a broke person help a broke person?
Right.
I can't help you if my mental is not there too.
Yep. It happened when his mom
passed.
I think so.
His whole
everything changed.
Humble demeanor, it went to the left. Because you would think that because he almost died in a car accident where his mouth was
never been
right.
humbled up.
Never.
Well, we know. I mean, just
never. That ain't a little.
I mean, we never that. Right. But the thing about it, how he was perceived at first is no longer exists when his mom passed. It's just like it went out the window.
Yeah.
It's like
but did you see where he brought up his mom? This past week, he said, y'all want to play with Donda like that, talking about the kids and how they was, keeping his kids from him. Oh, y'all wouldn't have played with Donda like that. So, I mean, you could tell that he's still like grieving.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I don't think he truly grieved. I think he jumped right back into whatever he had to do at that moment. And he masked it, and you have to grieve.
He suppressed it for years.
Yeah.
And you need to get help. And speaking of mental health, y'all explain this to me because y'all sent this to me, but I was like, what the way?
It's so not funny. And I'm not trying to laugh. I'm not.
What's happening here?
He's seeking attention. Absolutely, T-Baby. He's looking. with a flashlight.
Right.
If you ask him, he's looking for attention.
Right.
So for people who can't see the video, we're looking at a video of Ray J. Say trying to figure out maybe this life was an illusion. Maybe the next life was my real reality. What?
He's lost. He's very lost.
So do y'all think he's suicidal for real?
I think he might be. Because I don't know.
I think where he is in his life, it could be a possibility.
Right.
But we know Ray J.
Mm-hmm.
So is that really real? And when you say suicidal and you having a mental break, 9 times out of 10, most people are not putting it out there like that. They just take their lives. They, do what they do. Right. And you have people looking at you in a certain way. Like, I think it was another video where a guy was like, go ahead and do it already, because Ray J, we know you. Like, at this point, you looking for attention. Like, if that was the case, if that's what you was gonna do, you would have done it. But we know Ray J to be an attention seeker. That's right. How people look at Ray. Like, you are looking for attention. You're looking for a storyline. You're looking for something, and that's how people feel about him, regardless of if he's really in that mindset or not. That's the character that you've shown thus far.
Right. Absolutely. So
it's hard to determine.
He needs help. He needs to go and seek counseling, a therapist. I'm pretty sure he has access to all of those resources. If not, anybody close to him, please get him some help.
Please.
Because he needs it. Like, and anytime you do stuff like that, you it's a cry for help.
Yeah.
It's a cry for help. So please get him the help that he needs.
I agree.
That's the point it's at. When you start taking pictures from a higher place and then you're writing words on top of that saying you're seeking attention. So,
and then he doubled back and was in the midst of a tornado, and it's just like, it'd be so much with Ray. The man was on Love and Hip Hop talking about how he could have died, and he almost died, and Princess was holding his kids from him. Like, even Princess was like, okay, now you're reaching, Ray. Like, now you're doing too much. You're looking for attention now. Even his ex-wife, his wife said that, like, come on now, you reaching. And it's like, for me, you can't really tell with Ray J because of the character that he's always shown over the years. Like,
absolutely,
man was dating Whitney Houston.
Right.
Girl. And that was just a whole
debacle in itself.
A whole scenario. Like, wait, what?
Yeah,
like
a whole shit show.
Oh Lord, if there ever was one. So what do y'all think about Lotto versus Nicki? Let's get into this.
Did they win? Did somebody win?
I don't know. Have y'all heard all this controversy that's going on between these two rappers?
So I know. Okay, you talking about the drama, or are you talking about the nomination? Because I know it was a nominee for
the drama.
Megan.
Drama.
Yeah, they've been going back and forth on Twitter.
The drama, because now they name calling, talking about each other's families. I mean, come on.
I missed all of that.
And now Chika, now Chika and Sukihana is into it, and Sukihana is throwing shots at Chika. And it's kind of like, what the heck? Why y'all get on these social media streets?
Who is Chika?
All these female rappers needs to
I don't know who Chika is. I know who Sukihana is.
Who is Chika? Chika is a rapper. Chika is a dope ass rapper. She a big girl, but she got a following, a big following. So she just kind of co-signs something that I think that Lotto said. I don't know. I don't even know whose side she on at this point. But I know Sukihana was like
some shiggity anyway.
That girl ghetto.
Yeah, she threw a shot back at Chika. I mean, it was so ghetto and so raw. Like the things they were saying to each other. So Suki told Chika, you need to put a D in your mouth instead of something. Hell, what? Instead of a pork chop. That's what she said. Trying to go straight her weight.
Not a pork chop.
Chika shot back and said, it's always a build-a-body bitch trying to fat shame. I was like, OMG.
Well,
yes.
The build-a-body
of course, Suki shot back.
Of course.
Suki shot back. But to me, the person who shut it down was Chika. Chika said, she said, I have a throat for music. You got a throat for rent. That was it for me. That was it.
That sealed the whole deal.
The girl.
That was I tuned out of the whole drama. Because she has a song that says in my throat, and I was like, wait, what? I cannot listen to this girl. I can't
Who
listen
got a song
to
that
her.
say that? Sukiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never heard any of her music.
I have. I have. I actually tried to listen to it because when she first came out on Love and Hip Hop, I was like, oh, okay, because she wasn't as ghetto as she is now, right? And she was really she wasn't to the extent that she is now. And she really was defending Trina, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, she really ride for Trina, you know, she really ride for Miami or whatever the case may be. But then within this past year, she's kind of like really changed a lot, and it's giving real ghetto. Mm-hmm. It's giving real ghetto.
You know, unfortunately, what most people don't see is that the music industry will push you when you like that. Yeah. They won't push you when you trying to be different. That's why you never heard of Chika, because she's very, very different. But you know, you heard of Sukihana, you didn't heard of all these other ones, Glorilla. You heard of all these people because they ghetto and they raw and they raunchy. But if anybody come out saying something different, the music industry is not gonna push you.
It's not gonna pop.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Okay, y'all gotta take me. Y'all gotta take me back. Now, you said this was about Lotto and Nicki. Now, I thought it was Cardi B and Nicki Minaj that had drama, not Mulatto.
Both of them had drama. So Cardi and Nicki had drama, but Lotto released a private conversation that clearly she recorded between her and Nicki on social media. So here's my thing. I love Lotto, okay? I am a Lotto fan. That's my favorite. I love me some Lotto. She is my close to my favorite. But she can't take the place of the H-Town Hottie. But she close to my favorite. But
I was listening to her play.
Lotto was wrong for that, though. She was wrong because for my thing is, if we talking in a private conversation, don't fucking record me. Don't do that. Don't do that, because now I can't trust you. If I call you and I'm goddamn Nicki Minaj, bitch, don't you ever in your life record me.
Okay.
Because regardless of what people feel about Nicki, it would be no Lotto without Nicki, and it would be no Glorilla without Nicki. I don't give a damn what they say. Yes, people paved the way for Nicki, but Nicki paved the way for a lot of these hoes, and they need to bow down. Like Beyonce said, bow down, bitches. Y'all need to bow down. Give her respect.
But I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way about that because, yeah, Nicki might have paved the way, but like you said, it was females before Nicki that paved the way to get them to the point that they actually where they even are. So Nicki can't take full credit for that. I don't feel she could take full credit for that. Now the whole BBL and fixing her body up, the plastic shit, I can say okay to that, you know. But as far as women in the industry, nah, it wasn't just Nicki. It was women before Nicki that paved the way for that, for them.
Right. Of course, but that's what the conversation was about. That's what the conversation was about.
Okay,
so Nicki was telling her. Nicki was telling her, you need to know your history. You need to do some research. She said, you need to do some research and understand that there's a lot of women before you. Now, first of all, I loved hearing the recording because that let you know Nikki is Nikki.
Where
Okay,
is
ain't
the
none of that shit fake.
recording?
That's stuff for real. That's
Right.
And Lotto called Nikki talking about, so yeah, what was that you had? I heard you had that. First of all, you said that was set up. Don't do that.
Right.
If we was just in a regular conversation, don't call me and say, okay, so I heard you had an attitude, and bitch, you know you recorded me. Don't do that. That made me lose a lot of respect for Lotto.
Absolutely.
So was she just basically trying to put Nikki on blast for how she really be acting? Is that what we get into?
I think so.
And
when she released it, the caption year-old bully. Okay, but first of all, let's just be real about real life. Okay, real life is if you're in the industry and you have paid your motherfucking dues, you're gonna be a bitch and you're gonna be a bully because it's a man's business, and these men be stepping on necks of women. For somebody to make it to where Nikki made it, she had put in a lot of work. She had paid a lot of dues. So yes, anybody gonna come off strong, and they're gonna come off as a bitch when they've been through what she's been through to get to where she's at. Lotto just new to the game, okay? So I ain't saying she overnight, but I'm saying she ain't got the years in that Nikki got in. So she'll see. She was crying about it herself, how they didn't want to release whoever this person was, didn't want to release they feature because they're trying to sleep with her. So you already know how this industry is.
Yeah. Right. And so
don't be divisive.
Right.
Yeah, but with that being said, I feel like you don't have to be a bitch to upcoming women though. And the way that it's being portrayed, that's how she's coming off.
Right. I've seen that a lot. That's what a lot of women are saying is that she doesn't, certain people she don't want to work with and things of that nature.
And it's a lot of them. Megan, Cardi, the list goes on. You feel me? Like you have your selective people that you might, do songs and stuff like that with. But at the end of the day, you're not dealing with no old heads. You're not dealing with Lil' Kim. You don't fuck with Lil' Kim.
Right.
You did a whole diss song and all type of shit. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of cattiness, if you ask me. And then you have these other girls on the other hand who's actually collabing and working together and building shit, even though they might not have put that much time in the industry. They actually have something to show for instead of just being distant and standoffish and being a bitch to upcoming artists. Right.
So I agree with that. I think in that particular industry, in an industry where it's male dominated, as women, you have to be collaboratory. Doesn't mean that you have to be friends with everybody.
Right. That's how I feel.
At least give me an opportunity. That's just like if Lisa was in the industry and I'm upcoming and I was like, oh, I admire Lisa. I really want to work with her. And then I get a chance to meet her and she be like,
bitch, you're beneath me. You're beneath me. I can't work with you.
Please put her on the bottom of the list. And I would be salty and feeling some type of way. And then of course I'm gonna come out with a diss track. I seen that, that's what people make diss tracks out when they meet somebody that they've admired and wanted to work with, and they don't give them an opportunity.
Yeah,
that's what a diss track comes from.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
While I hear it, and I can respect a different perspective.
The face.
She's a Nikki fan, okay? She is okay. I hear it.
I'm a Nikki fan, but I'm also a Lotto fan. See, I love Lotto. Okay. When I tell you I love Lotto, I really do. I love Lotto. But at the same time, I cannot take nothing away from Nikki because, first of all, when you come up into the game with Slim and Baby of Cash Money and with Lil Wayne and Drake, bitch, you a badass bitch, cause them some real niggas, okay? Right. I'm gonna need you to understand. Them some real niggas.
Absolutely.
So you don't play through the game with some real niggas. I give you respect because first of all, I know what it takes to roll with real niggas, okay? And a lot of these young girls, that's why she give them to me. That's why she throws shade because they don't really know what it takes. They don't know what type of bitch you gotta be. They don't know what type of woman you gotta be to roll with real niggas. Real niggas do real stuff, okay? And every woman can't ride. I'm telling you. Why do you think it's only one that roll with them? It's only one.
Right. And that's what I was about to get at. So she was the only female that really kind of like stood out and was in Cash Money. You know what I mean? So you never really had to collab and deal with other females. But I feel like when Kim came home, like that was an opportunity to, you know, kind of be okay, you know, and be like, okay, somebody else paved the way. But you don't see her working with Remy Ma. You don't see her doing music with old heads like that. You know what I mean? Like, I understand her stand and how she made it in the game. I totally respect that.
Right. Absolutely.
But it's what you do after that counts to me. I love me some Lotto. I love me some Lotto. Make the stallion.
The Barbs on this one. I'm with the Barbs on this one. I love me some Lotto, but that was some whack. That was whack.
Yeah, she should have never.
She should have never. She should have never released that recording. Yeah, she should have never recorded.
No, and that don't you think? For me, that make you look weak as a woman. That you're gonna call somebody and say, "So what was that you felt about so and so?" Knowing that you done pressed record. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that was shady.
It's real easy to do that behind that phone. It's real easy to do that behind that phone. Come see me in person and let's see how things change.
It sounds premeditated. She already knew that she was going to record her. That's why she called, antagonizing her on the phone. So I want to amp you up because I know I'm recording you. So I want people to hear how you sound, how you act.
And that's why I think she did it. And not to say that that's right that she did that.
Absolutely.
But I feel like she was trying to defend like all of the bullshit that's going on right now. That's really how I look at it. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Nicki, but this is what's really going on behind closed doors. You know what I mean? And that's just to show the world, like, this is how she really is. And no, that wasn't right. But at the end of the day, she just laid it on the table for him. And, social media is going to pick it up how they pick it up. Regardless.
Yeah, and if you look at the comments, of course, everybody taking sides.
Yes.
But my thing is, I think it backfired on Lotto. I think it backfired because Nicki wasn't doing nothing that we don't expect. It wasn't like, oh my God, I can't believe Nicki is talking like that. Nicki was being Nicki. So it was nothing that we didn't expect. But I think Lotto, come on now. You lost street credibility with me.
She was dead ass.
You lost street credibility because first of all, who gonna ever trust you?
Nobody. Everybody gonna think you.
Because ain't nobody talking to your ass on the phone.
No, you want to see me face to face.
Exactly.
See me.
And then your phone must be dropped
in the bucket. In the bucket at the door.
Phone turned off and dropped in the bucket before we have a conversation. Because now no one's gonna ever want to speak to you in a private setting anymore because they're going to think that they're getting recorded either on video or just by recording what the conversation is.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't trust you either.
Yeah, no, you can't have no conversation with me, Pooh, not on no phone.
Well, I don't know if y'all had anything else, but I had one other thing that
married women are single mothers.
Oops, I don't.
But
I did.
Oh. Get into it. Get into it. Get into
Hold on, let me start it over because it just started on its own.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't. But
get into it. Get into it.
Married women are single. How does
that? I'll give you this explanation. Okay. I'm not, because me and my husband actually work together on raising our kids. Mm-hmm. But there is plenty of households where a woman is solely responsible for raising kids, and a man don't give a fuck.
And you define those women as single mothers.
A married woman that's a single mom, yeah.
It's
legally, no. But in reality, if you're a man, and your household run how your household run. But if you can't help your wife or your girl out with the kids, and you know she need a break, or I saw a video of a girl. I saw a video of a girl breastfeeding, and she was dozing off breastfeeding. The boyfriend was recording her. Look at you being reckless. Da, 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 da. Why wouldn't you just grab your baby? Baby, go lay down for a second. You tired?
Now I get you.
Because she's a single mom.
But you know what? Personally,
next caller.
I potty train my.
I love this
podcast. I love it. They bring some real issues to the table.
Yes. So how y'all feel about that?
I agree.
I was that. So I get it. I get it 100%. And I remember to this day, the night I got mad and went off on my husband. I said, I feel like a damn single mother. And he was like, how could you be a single mother when you married? I felt like a single mother because I was doing everything. Everything. And literally, he went into the child's role. So I'm taking care of him and the baby like I'm both of their mama. And I was just
so you had 3 kids.
Yes. It's like, what I'm gonna wear when we leave. Nigga, I don't know what you're gonna wear. I'm trying to get the baby dressed.
So weren't you dressing yourself before we met? Did you dress yourself before we met, sir? If you dressed yourself before we met.
He did dress himself before we met. However, not very well. So I had to step in. But see, that kind of leads to
the next level, right?
She had to take it to the next level. That kind of
See,
leads to what I was going to say in regards to this. Okay. And that is, sometimes we set this shit up without knowing it.
Because ding, 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 ding. We open up that car door and don't even realize like what's inside the car that you telling them to get their ass into. You setting the tone for your relationship when you do shit like that.
Yes. Because that's what I did. And when I watched this clip, at first I was like mad at the men. Yeah, men should do this and men should do that. But then I thought about it and said, okay, how did I get in that position? And I got in that position by being too goddamn helpful. And what I need for women to understand, stop being so helpful and so damn useful. These Negroes was making it before you, and they'll be motherfuckers making it after you. Okay?
That's true.
So
that's what I say. He was
like when we was dating, it was always, I don't know how to fill out my resume. I want this job, but I don't know how to apply for it. I don't know. And here, my helpful ass. Let me show you. Let me help you. Let me update your resume. And that's what I mean by we set ourselves up for it. So when y'all said wasn't he dressing himself before y'all, again, my helpful,
but it wasn't up to your standards.
So he should have been left where he was. If his dressing was not up to my standards, he should have been left where he was. Instead, I got into that. He got some potential. All I got to do is change his style, help him get a good edge up, help him figure out how to wear them pants that he be wearing way under his stomach. Instead, I should have left his happy ass right where he was. So that's my opinion to the ladies. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. If they're not up to par, don't bring them up to par.
Right. Don't start anything you don't want to continue, basically.
That part, T-Baby.
Absolutely, because you will end up single mother.
Yeah, don't set yourself up for that.
Right.
And you got to be aware.
I've not been married and a single mother. I've been a single mother. And I don't want any more children. So I don't want another kid. When I get married, I want a husband. I want a helpmate. Yeah. I want someone that he can dress himself. I want him to be properly dressed already. I want him to be able to together. Well put together. I need you to have all your credentials. I need you to already have a job. I need you to already have your resume together.
And your credit score.
Everything. I need you to come as a full package. I am not doing Build-A-Bear over here, okay? No. We're not doing Build-A-Bear. We're not doing Build-A-Bear over here.
No.
Because I'm not guilty of doing Build-A-Bear.
They have potential.
Yeah, I'm guilty. Yeah, I'm guilty of doing Build-A-Bear.
It happens.
It happens because, first of all, you look out here and you be like, well, damn, all of them incomplete. So I might as well pick the best incomplete one and make them complete. But that's an illusion. Because all of them are not incomplete.
That's true.
It's some full complete ones out there. We just got to take our time and be very selective.
Absolutely. Be selective.
And let me just make one more point. I gotta make this point because they didn't say it on the show, but I gotta say it. Because I was a victim of this because I didn't pay attention. If you get with a man who already got kids and he ain't taking care of the kids he already got,
say it for
what
the people
makes you think he gonna take care of the kids he have with you? They always say, "Oh, it's because my baby mama, she don't do this, she don't do that." Baby, that's a bill of goods. He's selling you a bill of goods because that's what it was for me. When I got married to my first, he already had a kid. He didn't want to pay child support for that kid. So that should have been a big ass red flag for me. But again, I believe the lies of, I don't want to give her no money because she do this and she do that. I don't give a damn what she do. If you lay down and had a baby with her, you take care of your responsibilities.
You take care of that child.
That's right. That's right. I heard that story before. I don't want to help pay child support.
But see, I fell for the okie doke, and I paid for it dearly. I fell for the okie doke, and I paid for it because they'll try to make you think, well, it's gonna be different with you because you this and you that, and you special, you my wife. And well, that part was true. He wasn't married to her, but he was married to me. But the part that wasn't true was he didn't have no new stripes. He was the same nigga with me as he was with her.
Tiger never loses his stripes.
That part.
Never.
Yeah, he just masked it. He covered the stripes up. He made himself plain. That's it. But yeah, you have to people how they are in previous relationships. Ask those questions. How were you in your previous relationship? What did you need to work on that in that previous relationship? And that's something that I make a point to ask those questions because people be like, I don't want to know. I need to know. What was your part?
But sometimes people are not
not forthcoming.
Yes, they're not capable of being real with you like that.
They have on a mask.
They lie.
They lie. They have on a mask.
They lie, but you can read between the lines.
Okay.
Right.
I think sometimes we can read between the lines because, we're women, okay? So I don't know if you ever dealt with a man who say, she crazy, she do this, that, and the third. But you think about it as a woman. You think to yourself, okay, now ain't no woman gonna do that unprovoked.
Right. What was caused for that reaction?
Absolutely.
Is what runs through my mind. What caused that reaction? Because it was something that happened that caused that reaction. Period. Right. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. It was something.
Right.
Exactly.
It was something.
Exactly.
Tell that wolf ticket to somebody else. But I know nobody is just gonna shut down and not be responsive in certain instances without an explanation.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that, Zoe. You hit the nail on the head because yes, as a woman, we know that men do stuff to provoke us to act a certain type of way. And if the woman is continuously acting that way, you have to step back as a female who's dealing with this person and say, hey, what are you doing to antagonize this person? Because you consistently antagonizing them for them to react this way. So,
I agree.
But that's where we have to be. I feel like we have to take our time. And I don't mean in terms of days. What I mean is in terms of thought process. You know what I mean? So when I say take your time, I don't mean, just go out with them for a certain amount of days, weeks, or months. What I mean is in your dealings with people, pay close attention. Be focused on what the fuck they saying.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a person will tell you they a jackass. They done told you.
In so many words.
They done told you. But you didn't really hear it.
Yeah.
Yes, in so many words.
They'll
but you didn't really hear it. It's like this person that I was talking to a few months back. This man told me in so many words that his thing don't work. Okay. He didn't say it, but he told me in so many words because it was always this woman this woman always wants sex and sometimes I'm too busy. This woman, I feel like I was too busy for sex. Now, first of all, what man too busy for sex? See, I wasn't paying attention. If I was paying attention, I would have known something ain't right.
Baby, don't do that.
Story.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
a minute. According to this comedian that I follow, men need sex 27 times for the prostate. So I know he wasn't too busy. Miss Jamie Lancaster, my bestie, says a majority of the time when men to women, you're crazy, etc., is because they are unfaithful and they're weird.
Yeah, it's the weird part for me.
Right.
It's always a reason. It's always a reason.
It's always a
It's
reason.
something. It's always something.
But you see what I'm saying with that example?
Right.
You
He
see what
was
I'm saying
telling
with
you,
that
but
example?
you didn't want to
After
hear
the
it.
Yeah, you didn't listen to
After
it.
the
You
fourth
didn't listen
woman.
to it.
Okay. Yeah, because he was telling me about all these exes who said he was too busy for sex or was complaining that there wasn't enough sex. So for a woman to complain that ain't enough sex, your dick don't work, buddy. that's just real. You know, come on. And
yeah, you gotta be able
turns
to
out-
read it in between those lines.
He was running away from
Absolutely.
it because he knew he didn't have the capability. She said Christmas is canceled. Shit.
But this
It
is an
is. It's
example of what I'm
different.
telling you. It's not like it was screaming at me, but if I was paying attention, I would have put two and two together and would have said, okay.
You
First
should
of all,
just call
women
me
don't
and
complain
said,
about
Something
not
going
having
on. The
enough
reason
sex.
why it's not going on.
Something's wrong.
sometimes you have to consult your
Absolutely,
friends. Say, this is
absolutely.
what he's telling me,
Yeah.
and I can't put it together.
Yeah,
I
no,
need this
sometimes
other
you just have
puzzle
to
piece.
say it out loud a couple of
Right.
times to yourself, maybe.
There you go.
don't even sometimes you don't
There
even
you go, Zoe. Say it out loud.
sometimes when you repeat the shit out loud,
Right,
you keep
over and
that.
over
And
again.
you're like, okay. Did you really just tell me some shit like that?
You say just throw the old nigga away at this point. Jamie say throw the old nigga
Throw him away, Jamie. Just throw the
And
whole
start
man
over.
away. Throw the whole man away and start over.
It's the truth,
But
though.
you know,
Talk
I'm
out
saying
with
that's
other
an
people or yourself.
example.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good example.
But that's
though.
just one example of listen, pay attention. They will tell you who they are if you
Absolutely.
listen.
I agree.
They really do tell you who they
You
are.
just have
It's
to
all about
listen.
listening.
Mhm.
It's all about the conversation. And if you engage in the conversation, you will hear certain things that you pick up on and be like,
Not even just men, just people around you.
People,
Sometimes
period.
when you listen to what a motherfucker say, for real, they tell all on themselves, whether if they lying or not. They gonna tell you the real. But you gotta be willing
Yeah.
to listen and pay attention to what the fuck is going on.
absolutely.
You really do.
That's true.
Say that again. But believe
That's
them.
absolutely
First
true.
time.
For real. I
They
experienced
definitely
that
will
with a
tell
person in my life all the time. And I have to sit back and be like, let me repeat that out loud. Yes, you just lied to me
Mhm.
again. Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I get it.
They using lies as alibi. You know that.
Not lies as alibis.
Oh,
yes.
well, I have one funny video, and this is relating to online dating, and I know this is something me and Lisa consistently.
Ooh, I gotta see this.
I don't have the video with me, but I'm gonna tell
I
you.
gotta see this.
It's on TikTok when you get a chance. TikTok has an older lady that's a comedian, and she made a song about not meeting a man online. And she made like a blues song about it. And she says, basically, she says, don't find a man online. Hey.
All right now, come
You
on
might
with it.
think he's fine, but he ain't got a dime. Don't find him online. Don't. Because you gotta be saying they rich. Let him tell you he rich. You might think he rich, but you're getting catfish. Don't
But
find
you're
him
getting
online.
catfish.
Baby, because it's the truth. You already know they catfish. They lie about having a certain type of job. They might not tell you they have a whole bunch of kids. They take pictures where they neck is showing and they want to tell you not to take. We already know.
Not even the neck not showing. Didn't y'all say it was pictures from 15, 20 years ago?
Absolutely.
And
That's
the
why
sun-
it
was the son's pictures.
Miss Jamie Lancaster
Yes.
says, always believe actions over words because people do what they want, but don't always say how they feel.
That's true.
Period.
Okay,
They do.
Pooh.
I agree with
Okay,
that. You know,
period, Pooh.
I agree with that. But let's
Actions.
go back to don't find a man online.
Right.
Okay.
Don't.
Here's my thing about don't find a man online.
Right.
First of all, at this point, we don't have too much of a choice. So
We don't.
we looking online. Secondly, they lie offline. Okay. They lie,
They sure do.
period, about having money, about not having, talking about they separated from their wife, knowing good and damn well they going home to that same woman every night, telling you
Right.
they separated. So they
Absolutely.
lie, no matter where they are, whether they online, offline, they liars.
Right. They
That's
lie,
what it
period.
is.
That's the truth.
Absolutely, they do. You just have to be vigilant.
And women do too. So before
Right.
the me starts and then emailing me, women do too. Women be
Right.
liars too, on their line talking about they're an entrepreneur. Bitch. Of what?
Wait a
Of
minute.
what?
Wait
They
a
got
minute.
12 business.
No, it just got out the whole frame. What I thought
Of
about
what?
the song, friend, I
Of
thought
what?
about when you was on your date and he didn't have a bed. I
My
thought about
God.
that song.
I can't play
First
with
of
y'all.
all,
I'm not playing with y'all
see,
tonight.
this was the shock factor for me. First of all, you took me to breakfast. Now I'm gonna really tell this story because I had forgot about that. You took me to breakfast, and then we went walking through a home store. So he talked about, oh, I want to see your style, what you like for a home. I said, oh, I like this, I like that chandelier, I like these rugs, I like this bed. He said, oh, wow, that is a nice bed. You're gonna mess around and make me buy a bed. I said, you mean a new bed? This nigga said no, a bed. I said, wait, what? You don't have a bed? You don't have a bed?
Outside. How are you even outside
Well,
right
you know, I'm rebuilding. You know, I had lost everything. Nigga, get your shit together first before you take me anywhere. Because now I'm looking at you crazy. What you thought we was gonna do? What you thought we was gonna do? Because I ain't about that air mattress life. What you thought was about to happen?
About the air mattress.
What did you think?
He took you
Was
on a date
about
to a
to
home
take place,
store.
sir?
Right.
If you ain't even got a bed, I'm looking at this dude like, okay, first of all, I'm not shaming people who have to start over because I've had to start over several times. But goddamn it, I go to Rent a Center or I go to errands before I go without.
I mean,
that ain't even a problem for me. That ain't even the problem. It's not the problem that you don't have a bed. First of all, you took me on a date. It is, but you took me on a date to a furniture store.
Right. Your priorities are out
Fucked
all
up.
the way.
They're fucked up. They're
your
fucked
priorities
up.
are not. You should not be dating.
He took me to breakfast.
Right.
He took me to breakfast. And the place where we had breakfast was near a home store. So we went walking after the date and we happened into the home store. So I went in because I like home stores. And his whole thing was, I want to see what your style is as far as home and what do you like, blah, blah, blah.
That was premeditated.
It was premeditated, but what you thought was going to happen, sir? You don't even have a bed.
Right.
My style is have a motherfucking bed.
That's the style.
That's my style.
That's the start of the style.
Okay, she said that's the start of the style. It's the priorities for me.
Yes.
So you're really not ready to date. If you're starting over, your funds need to be.
Oh my God.
I cannot with Jamie. She says, and the only entrepreneuring is their asses, child. Don't find them online.
Don't find them online.
Because I mean, your priorities for me is that says a lot about a person too. Why aren't you focusing on getting the necessities as an adult?
Because you need a bed. Where are you sleeping?
Tell me. Why you tell me that?
Well, he was trying to be honest to a certain extent.
Okay, but you need to get your priorities and your things in line before you try to bring somebody else into your situation.
He couldn't pass up the opportunity to go on a date with Lisa because
that's why you can't find them online.
Beautiful.
Don't find
But let's just keep it real about this. Because I'm glad what you said, because let's keep it real about this. Let's keep it all the way real, because I've had a problem with this for many, many, many years. Niggas be trying to find someone to come up on. Okay, they want to know about your home life, how many bedrooms you got at your place, what you looking like, what your rent is, whenever you live in. So they can come stay with you. My thing is, you need to be, if anybody finna stay with anybody, it's not gonna be you staying with me.
Right.
So you see some of these dudes online talking about, I have my own everything. You should have the same. Don't worry about what the fuck I got. Don't worry about what I got.
That part.
You know, that be pissing me off, because a dude will look at a woman who rebuilding and be like, you should have everything. And a lot of times the woman be having kids.
Right.
But you out here by your goddamn, by yourself, and still can't maintain.
You still ain't got
you had a nerve to be critical of a woman. That really burns me up.
Children. Right.
Yes.
But her priorities are in check. So that's why I say priorities need to be in check. And how people take care of themselves tells you a lot how they're going to take care of you. So if you can't buy your bed,
then what you gonna do for me besides breakfast?
Baby, and what you gonna do for me? Because we don't do air mattresses, we do not do chairs, we don't do the floor. Okay, we don't do the floor.
We don't do the floor.
No, not at all.
The floor is for walking.
Absolutely.
Walking
Absolutely.
Absolutely, we're not going to be on the floor.
The floor is for walking and shoes to be set there. Don't expect me to be on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know where you was going with the no bed situation.
Yeah. It's like, what? So y'all know, I got to get this book together, because I done had a man with no bed, no leg.
I'm not doing you. I'm not doing you today.
The memoirs of dating online.
It's
dating online.
Universe. It's something.
I'm starting to agree with don't find them online. But I do believe this, so I don't want to. I don't want to discourage anybody. I'm just gonna say this: if you online and you the genuine article, there's got to be at least one more person out there that's genuine, and that's the type of mindset I have, because I know I'm on there, so I'm quality. So it got to be at least one other person, and I'm gonna dig through the shit.
I'm on there and I'm quality.
I'm gonna dig through the shit to find the shine.
Just don't come into the chat box. And when I start speaking, if you can't continue to speak, just close it out. Just close it out.
For me,
yeah, I'm sure it will. It is other genuine people on there. You know, like you say, you kind of have to just weed people out and, you know, look at their profile and see an actual picture or two, and, you know, really kind of just
let's work on the pictures too. Step back from the camera.
Yeah. Give me a different angle.
But also talk to people. And this is real advice. Talk to
really
people
have to talk to
on the phone before you do too much chatting. Because I have done some chatting and been so impressed and enamored with somebody. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to talk to him. And then get on the phone. Hey, I'm like, who the hell is this? Can't talk. Sound like somebody granddaddy.
Not your granddaddy. Your granddaddy.
Right. Be aware of people.
Granddaddy.
Right. Be aware of people that don't want to be in their own home. I'm just saying.
I'm done.
Why don't
I'm
you
done
like
for
to be
tonight.
in your
I ain't
own
doing it.
house? I don't understand.
It's the own home for me. I cannot.
Why don't you want to be at home? Who's there?
Several reasons.
Someone's there.
Several
and you don't want them to hear the conversation.
Well, you know, it's always I just made it home, so I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Nigga, call me at your house. Why you could only talk in the car?
When you get inside the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then when you make it home, you can't talk. You got call tomorrow while you at work. I mean,
there's no reason you should be
on
on a dating app. There's
should
no
pay
reason
attention to.
you should be on a dating app if that's the case.
Right. Don't call me when you're at work, because I'm at work. We're both working. So work. Don't call me at work.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Don't call me at work. Don't
cannot play with y'all. I'm done playing with y'all. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done playing with y'all too. But don't find them online if you're not willing to put in the time and the research. You gotta put in the time if you're gonna
you
find
can't
them
just
online.
go in there and pick somebody and be like, "Oh, this is my person." No, you gotta go digging.
Yeah, this ain't Amazon. You can't just put them in the cart. You gotta actually put some time in and figure out if this person is real.
Yes. It's just like a job interview, guys. The way you interview for your job, you went on several job interviews, you interviewed for several companies. So let's make sure we treat it like that. They have to fill out an application.
Treat it like that. And please also understand, if ain't nobody giving you no paycheck at the interview, so why you giving up the pussy? And you don't even know if this is the right candidate. Did they give you a paycheck at the interview? No, they did not. They waited till you got the job and worked first. You'll work first.
It was like a week in a hole. It was like a week in a hole type thing.
That's right.
You know?
Yes. They got to know that you're worthy and that you know how to do the job. Okay? Before they pay you.
Same thing.
But you know, I think people get so bamboozled, and you know,
I
it's
cannot
catfishing going on.
Beware, Jamie said, beware of people who don't want to accept promotions and prefer to stay in their current role.
Oh. No, that went over some people's heads, I'm sure.
And I agree with that too. And I feel like y'all talk about somebody specific.
But I definitely think that went over a few people's heads. So when she refers to promotions and people prefer to stay in their current role, that just might mean you a fuck buddy.
That part.
So don't let that go too far over your head, because you got to catch that and read in between those
And
lines.
you know what? That's real good, because it's a lot of women that want to not accept promotion. They want to stay in their current role.
They want to stay
and won't even demand a promotion. Yeah, they want to stay in the girlfriend role. A 20-year girlfriend. It will never be me. It will never be me.
That's not gonna work.
That's not my destiny.
Whatever example, whatever analogy y'all need to get it right, get it right.
That's not my destiny to be nobody's permanent girlfriend.
Or a side chick.
Neither one.
Unless you 50 Cent or Idris Elba. Hello. Hello, 50. I'm willing. I'm willing.
Looking for you with a flashlight. I know you're in the H.
Baby. Baby.
Idris.
I'll change your life.
Come here, darling.
Hello.
I like tea and crumpets.
But if you ain't 50 or Idris, no.
We ain't talking about nothing.
It ain't gonna work for you. I'm sorry. We ain't talking about nothing.
Exactly.
But anyway, you guys have enjoyed the tea on tonight, but our time is up.
Yes. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you follow us individually on TikTok. We definitely will be putting a collaborative TikTok, because we all have our separate individual TikToks. But follow us on TikTok. Look for our TikTok. Follow us. You know, I like to do all kind of stuff on my TikTok. So follow us on individually on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because you do get notifications of when we get ready to go live for our show. And we do this every Saturday at 7:00. And we would love to see your comments and love to have you watching.
Yes, definitely. Make sure
Absolutely.
you guys.
So take this tea to go. Who first? On take this tea to go.
Okay, take this tea to go.
Just a little something from the tea.
If you see people online with they shiggity, like we were talking about the Twitter war between these celebrities, it's entertainment value. They're entertaining us, and they just
I'm sorry.
It's entertainment, of course, but it's also teaching you how to pick your friends and pick your battles. So that's my tea. When you see them going back and forth, they might have been friends. Pick your battles. Pick your battles.
That's why I started laughing. I think she's trying to say Idris has a penis problem. You don't want his.
Oh Lord,
Idris, he got a penis problem.
Okay, well then that's the wrong one.
Like he don't know where to keep. He don't know how to keep it. He don't know how to keep it to himself. Is
or
that
it don't work?
Maybe it don't work.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, fix your face, child. Fix your face.
Work.
My take this tea to go is to keep your eyes and your ears open. Keep them open at all times, both of them. You know, keep them open.
That's good.
Exactly.
That's good.
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eye on the prize.
That's good. Well, my take this tea to go is find your power and stay in it. Find
That's a good
your power. Whatever your power is. I know for me, my power is in my will. Whatever I have the will to do, I will do.
Right.
I don't care if somebody thinks it's impossible. If it's in my will to do it, it will happen because that's just the type of person I am. That is my power. I have the power of will. So find your power and walk in it, stay in it. Don't let nobody pull you out of your power. That's my take this tea to go.
I love it. I love
that part. I love that. Now that should have been my tea to go.
Well, you caught that tea to go. You caught that tea to go. You caught that.
Yes, that's important.
Yeah.
Anything else, ladies?
That's it for me.
Me too.
All right. Bye.
Bye. See you next Saturday, guys.
Bye. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.